Aqua gang, what it do, you guys? It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a general love message. It's for new love, you guys. This is for new love. Those of you who are seeking out new partnership and or dealing with someone newer, this message is for you. Okay, holy angels and spirit guys, please give us exactly what we need to know for Aquarius sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. Give us exactly what we need to know for my Aquarius soul family. Please take a moment and click that like button, guys, if you do not mind, as well as the subscribe button if you want to make it official and become a part of the fam. Do that. Do that right now. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait. All right. I just want to go ahead and wish you guys a happy holidays. I did put it in our community tab, but for those of you who don't really check the community tab, happy holidays. I hope you had a good one. We're getting ready to go into this new year, and you know what's right after that, right? It's our season, baby. Our season, Aquarius season. I'm an Aquarius too, for those of you who are new. So, you know, that's when we turn up. I do have some special things planned for our season this year, so just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and move on, okay? We do have a bit of a pre-shuffle here, all right? Not too much, but I feel like there's a major like life lesson that you're getting ready to learn within this next cycle, okay? Please take everything how it resonates. Don't force things to fit, especially if you already know this newer person, and so forth and so on, okay? Take what resonates with you. Use your intuition to guide you towards what's here for you today, okay? Now, first card out, right? We have fire element, all right? It's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is, okay? I want to say all the cards, and then we're going to explain exactly what they're trying to tell us. Then we have your life story hasn't unfolded. So while you have possibly experienced a lot of endings, your shit ain't even begin yet, okay? Your story hasn't even really begun. So I feel like that is definitely for those of you who are losing optimism, right? Who are losing even the want or the desire for connectivity and love. That's definitely for you. Then we have 12th house, right? That's more about spirituality and linking with the divine in order to get answers so that you're making the best moves possible, right? Especially when it comes to matters of the heart, because I feel like for a lot of you, this is the last straw. You're like, I'm fucking done. For some of you, you're like, I'm done already. And they're like, yeah, but we haven't even really gotten started yet. Like, the party ain't even started yet, bitch. You want to go home already? Like, the fuck? You ain't even have no shots. And for others of you, it's not that you're like, you're done, but you're like, my next relationship, yeah, that's all you got, divine spirit, Lord, you know, with all due respect, right? Respectfully. You got about one more person to send towards me that fucks up, and me and you, we done with the whole love thing, okay? We can just focus on money, because clearly that's the only thing we getting right over here on this end, right? So it's almost as if they're trying to not only reestablish your optimism and love, but there's a true lesson here, you guys, okay? So before I even got to the pre-shuffle, well, no, I'm sorry, excuse me. After the pre-shuffle, I wanted to go through and re-cleanse the area. I just felt the need to do that because I almost felt as if messages were wanting to come through that weren't quite, they were almost blocked. So I was led to cleanse the energy again with the Palo Santo. Now, right before I press play, you know, I always like to have the Palo Santo lit for all of us to get the cleansing that we need before the readings start, right? I started with this Palo Santo, okay? Here's the lesson, you guys. Like, if you want to fast forward past this part, you can do that. I mean, it's up to you, it's free will, but this is what they're telling me to say. It's a nice size Palo Santo, you guys, okay? It got fairly dark. It looked like it would garner a major flame. At least that's how I took it. It's almost like reading a book, reading the cover of a book instead of actually reading the inside or the entirety of it. It's like judging a book for its cover sort of vibes, right? This one did not even light, you guys. Like, at all, okay? It got very black. It got very, you know, there's ash there as if there was a flame, but there wasn't, right? And this one, right? You see the difference in size? This one garnered the hugest flame, but it didn't start out that way, okay? I started with this one and I was like, okay, the flame is not coming big enough or fast enough for me, okay? I got shit to do. We got readings to get to, the fuck? So I'll switch to this one. This one looks like it's gonna bring me a huge flame. When it was the exact reverse, there was nothing here. It was an optical illusion, if you will. And this one definitely lit huger, but slower. So where am I going with this? They're telling me that that's in direct representation of this reading or of the energies within this reading. I feel like this newer person coming in okay, or this newer person that you are encountering, you will almost feel as if, this is possibly not it. There's something about this person that might put you off, not in a negative way, but in a way like the chemistry doesn't set off immediately. The vibe, the passion, it's not this immediate delve of passion where you know that you know that you know. It's not love at first sight or no shit like that. I don't feel that, right? Especially with the first card coming out as the fire element, which is passion, sudden. You want the drama, you want the romanticism, right? You want the fairy tale, you want them to pull out all the big stops so that you know early on, but I don't feel like you're going to know early on with this person. I feel like it's going to cultivate into a flame, yes. The fire and the passion will of course ignite, but over time. And that is where patience is going to be needed. Very, very, very much so. Because I feel like this is somebody who is not only meant for you, but it's a good fit for you, okay? So this is not somebody coming in hot and heavy. I don't even feel like that's their style. That's not even their vibe. The divine is sort of trying to get you to get in their lane, right? Get on their page, get in the same storybook with them. Don't worry about what happened in the past, because that's just a part of your story. The good part didn't even start yet, is what they're saying. They're trying to level you up here. And then with this 12th house, that just goes, hand in hand with what I'm saying, that the divine is really trying to bring your attention to certain things. For some of you, there is some forgiveness that you are needing to come to terms with. This does feel like forgiveness for other people. Whoever this portion or whoever that portion of the reading is for, you have forgiven yourself, but I feel like there's still some either bitterness and or resentment that you're holding for somebody who betrayed you or who have done you wrong in your past. This is somebody who's not even a part of your life anymore, yet subconsciously, sorry guys, got my coffee. You know what I got? They're not sponsoring, by the way. Starbucks definitely needs to sponsor me. The fuck, like, what's going on? What's going on? We need a petition. This is the chestnut latte. Anyway, I digress, right? Spirit is trying to help you see that, I don't know what happened to the camera just now, but we're going into a retrograde, guys. We're in the pre-shadow for a retrograde, so just bear with me on the technology tip. In any case, right? I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to open up and see the benefits of forgiving this person, even if it's on a subconscious level. You may think in your mind, like, I ain't fucking with that person no more. I don't care about them no more. I don't think about them no more. There's still some form of resentment deep down that is actually dictating your decisions and how you're treating people thereafter. So that's where we're posing a problem. And it can also be affecting what you believe you can have moving forward, or what you believe exists, right? What kind of lover you believe exists for you. What kind of person you still believe exists, right? You may have dealt with, like I said, a lot of lemons. The fuck? And you like, I ain't trying to make no lemonade. I want iced tea, please. Let's just get rid of the lemons. I don't want no more of that shit, right? There's a lot of loss, I feel, you guys. Loss in faith, right? Loss in time, loss in energy, and above everything else, loss of optimism when it comes to connectivity, like I just said, right? So they're wanting to open up your heart chakra. They're wanting to realign that with the things that you have been accomplishing outside of love. Because for some of you, I feel like this is like the last thing that you kind of need to place. It's like a puzzle, and that's the only piece that's missing. But you may have lost, like I said, you may have lost faith that it even exists. Written it off possibly, or just thought that it's not in the cards for you, right? No pun intended, but it literally is. It is. Now, is it my turn yet? Exactly. This is the type of shit you want. You're wanting answers, and you're almost like, you know what? I don't even want you to answer that question, universe, divine. We're all good, as long as my money ain't funny. I don't need the answer for this anymore. I've waited too long. Maybe it's just, like I said, not in the cards for me. But I feel like this was a question that you were asking along your journey up until this point, okay? There is someone here. This is your turn. But it's not going to appear that way immediately, right? Let's keep in mind my scenario, or my analogy from the beginning, right? That big abrupt display of Palo Santo, we thought that flame was going to take off. So for some of you may have two different people, okay? You either know both of these people now, or you will meet them one after the other. one of these individuals will come off very passionate, lots of chemistry, like your type almost, right? The person that you would have chosen in the past. It does feel like this is a test, you guys, right? The lesson, the test. Are you still fucking with people like you was dealing with before? Or have you changed? Like, have you leveled up? Has your desire to have that instant gratification, has that changed? Because I feel as though the other individual, like I said, they're not coming in fast. They're not as spontaneous. They may be a little bit more traditional. This is somebody who is very much so into building a foundation, building a friendship. This person likes their lover to be their friend first. So this is why it's moving a little bit slower, but a higher level of commitment is inevitable, right? It's taking a little bit more time, however, and that might put you off. Like I said, you might actually question whether this person is really into you or not. Are they friend zoning me? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Huh? What do you mean? Hey. Right? Like, I want you to say some more lovey-dovey. I want you to razzle-dazzle that shit. Can we get a baby on the end of that? Can I get a hey baby, hey boo, how you doing? Can I get some public displays of affection? Right? Even if you're not the type of person who normally likes public displays of affection, this person is going to trigger things in you that's like, well, I want it from you, because that's possibly the only way that I'm going to know if you're really into me as much as I'm into you. And I actually want you to be into me more than I'm into you, darling. That's how we're doing this now. You got these rules set in your head, but it's not happening like that. Okay, so they're like, pump your brakes. This one is going to be done in order, is what I'm hearing. It's gonna be order here. It's a divine order. Are you really single? Right. I feel like this person is very attractive and they have a lot going for themselves, as do you. You do as well. But can I say something without you getting mad? Please, please, please. I just gotta say this. I feel like this is possibly going to be the first person that you're dealing with that's actually on your level. I'm not saying that you were digging at the bottom of the barrel and dealing with gutter bitches. I'm not saying that. I ain't saying that, but for some of you, you might. I'm not saying that though. What I'm saying is there's something that's going to give you pause about why this person is single, because they are going to seem like, well, somebody hasn't snatched you up. What's wrong with you? You know, what are you doing single like me? I know why I'm single, but why the fuck are you single? You know, is it real? Like, are you really this nice? Are you really this generous? Are you really this responsible, right? Are you really this person that you are presenting yourself to be? And these questions stem from some limiting beliefs, like I said, stemming from your past. Yeah, I feel like this is like one of the first people that's like actually on your level and possibly even a step up. This is somebody that may be able to elevate you, you guys. Not on some, no shade. This is not shade. This is a come up. This feels like an upgrade for you. Okay? So what that means is this person is, for some of you, directly on your level. This means mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, right? Y'all are meeting each other. That could work. We could make something shake with that. You see what I'm saying? Because you're not carrying motherfuckers no more. That's where I'm getting at. You were carrying these bitches. You were. Okay? You had your backpack. You know what I'm saying? And you had all the bitches in the backpack and you was carrying these motherfuckers. Please don't lie to me. It's no shade, right? This is about growth. And I'm here for this. Now, please don't let it go over your head that we have another person here, you guys. It sound like two different people. They are two separate individuals. One of them is very much needing to be carried. Okay? They trying to be a dependent. They trying to get up on your taxes. Okay? They trying to see what that's about. And the other one is the complete opposite. You will definitely be able to tell there's a stark difference between the two. Now, you might be like, well, that's a no-brainer, right? Nobody's picking somebody that they have to carry. But this newer person is going to be a new individual, like same person that you've dealt with in the past, but a different face. So there's some attraction there. There's some things that may be triggered for you, you know, like that chemistry may be off the charts. There's a deep attraction and possible magnetic attraction there. You are not supposed to choose that one. That's what I just heard. Now it's free will. But they're putting both before you. One looks bigger and shinier than the other, like my Palo Santo, okay? It looks bigger, it looks shinier, it looks bedazzled, it looks like, you know, it's spontaneous, it's adventurous, it's a good fucking time. It's a good time. But guess what's inside of that person? Nothing. Zilch. Zero. Zilch. There's no substance there, okay? Nothing but bubbles. Bubbles and confetti cake. That's all that motherfucker got. That's all they're offering you, okay? Okay? Now in the past, you might have bargained with yourself mentally. Like, okay, I like fetty cake. You know what I'm saying? You know, as long as they got the sprinkles, you got some icing in on that thing. Okay, I can take some fetty cake. That's cool. That's cool. And you come in with a whole fucking buffet. And this motherfucker only got fetty cake. It's probably expired. But we're gonna work with that. That's what your past self would have done. This is a chance for you to not bargain with your worth. It's not a bargain, bitch. This is not basement bargain hunting. All right, this ain't no consolidation sale, goddamn. You are not for sale, okay? You are not for sale and you are not on sale. There are no discounts, bitch. No discount codes, none of that. So this newer person is not coming off as shiny, as fun, as vibrant as your past person, okay? I say past person because it is a new individual. They are seemingly new. They have a new face. This is a new person in the 3D. In the 5D, it's the same soul. It's very much the same of what you were dealing with in the past. And Spirit trying to see what you about now, right? The past energy is very much vibrant, you guys. It's fun, it's fast, it's fiery. It adds that desire. It's an instant attraction, right? And the other one is definitely not that. It's slower, okay? It's slower to warm up, slower to movement. There's actual foundation being built and friendship. The way you will be able to tell the difference between these two individuals is the respect level, is what they're saying. Specifically, respecting your boundaries. I feel like that older energy, they gonna try to tap dance all over them motherfuckers, all over them boundaries, okay? You give them an inch, they gonna take 8 miles, okay? They're gonna run a 5K, motherfucker. That's what they gonna do, right? You let a motherfucker shenan once, they will shenan again. I'm sorry. That's what I heard. My sister tells that joke all the time, and I literally just heard her voice saying that. You let a motherfucker shenan once, they will shenan the fuck again. They will shenan again. They will. They'll bring all the shenanigans, all the fuckery, all the foolery. That's that past energy. This new shit is about building something. Okay? Something worth your time. It's worth it. All right, so let's see here. So it's really about you seeing beyond the lights. Action, Hollywood. Because I feel like this older energy is all about lights, camera, action. You know what I'm saying? They trying to really turn it on, really turn it up. Fast. The fast and the furious. And that shit is fun as fuck, but it is an optical illusion. And there's something longer lasting that is taking a longer time to take off, but it's gonna have to be you that recognizes that, okay? The newer energy will have the utmost amount of respect for you, your boundaries, okay? For the things that you desire, see? Game plan, right? I feel as though this is somebody who has already planned for you, for partnership, right? I'm not saying that this person is perfect, no. But what I'm saying is they have leveled up. They're on your level. They're on your same level of vibration. This is a very compassionate individual as well, you guys. Okay? This is somebody who has a softer side. It might not come off as like a soft, like bitch made, no. But you will be able to see this person's care. Almost as if in their eyes, you're gonna be able to see that they really, really care about you very early on. That's something to pay attention to. And we have spring, right? So spring is right around the corner. I feel as though if you have not met this person yet, you will either be meeting them around springtime, okay? And if you already know this person, then there has been a bit of dating going on and the two of you may start to get a little more serious in the springtime. Commitment is not on the horizon. It's not on the near horizon, okay? It's distance. It's in a distance. Because this is the type of person who wants to make sure that they're sure that you're sure. right? That you know what you want, that you recognize who they are, that you also have planned for this, or that this is also in your plan, right? They're not trying to force some shit. That other one, that older energy, is going to be a very passionate energy. They will be driven by sexually charged energy for sure. Lots of fun. You won't really be able to have serious conversations with this person, okay? Okay. They will not have much depth. We have I know what I deserve. Exactly. Exactly. That's at the forefront of your mind. So I don't get the idea that you will fall back into the traps of old energy, but they're still here, right? Just in case you need to learn a couple of lessons again, right? We keep learning the same lessons until we get it. So the same lessons in our lives will show up until we learn them. So everybody's in a different place on this journey, right? Only healing will let you see the attraction. Exactly. And if you haven't fully healed from some of the things that I've already listed, among other things, right? Doing that shadow work, really pouring into yourself energetically and on a spiritual level. Without the healing, you're not going to be able to see the right partner. So that's going to be very important before you start moving at all, before you start making decisions at all. You need to make sure that you're fully healed on a soul level, you guys. Let's pull a few more here. I really like the energy, you guys. I do, right? Besides the few warnings that have come out in reference to somebody who is going to be very tempting. I feel like this newer energy that is posing as old motherfucking energy, okay? This is somebody you would have chosen in the past. If you have healed, that person won't even be attractive to you anymore. They won't get very far, actually, right? Their tricks, you know, all of their tricks in their Barney bag, right? All of their trinkets, all of their spontaneous and passionately driven energy, all of that will like kind of not really impress you. You won't be impressed at all. That's how you will know if the healing has occurred. So let's get a little bit of tarot here. I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot. See, exactly, the Wheel of Fortune. I like this. This goes right in the center of this reading is what they say, right? We have, is it my turn yet? Yes, higher level of commitment is on the way. You may question this person's integrity, okay? You may question their morale if you have not fully healed yet, okay? This is a plan. This is a divine plan. Not only has this person been planning for you, but the divine has planned this out as well. I know what you deserve. See? One will and the other one won't. The other energy, like the energy that you've dealt with in the past, is more stubborn, right? They're more stubborn. You have a very stubborn energy over here. Fiery, for sure. It might be a Leo. For some of you, they may have that within their natal chart. They have a lot of fiery energy. But they also want their way, right? So the second one of your boundaries comes into play, or the second you need something out of this person that they don't necessarily agree with, that's when you're going to see there's no compassion. This is not somebody who's wanting to compromise with me. This is not someone who respects me. They don't respect me. That's a lack of respect. I don't give a fuck how small the boundary is. If somebody crosses it even once, that's disrespect. And we can't tolerate disrespect. Now, can we? Hell the fuck no, we can't. Everybody should be saying that at the same time. On the other side, what do we have? We have the Justice card. This could be a Libra for some of you. This is somebody who believes in scales and balances, right? They also believe in fairness, harmony, harmonious energy, peace, right? This is the newer energy that's going to possibly move a little bit slower than what you are used to and or what you would be comfortable with. Now, I'm not saying that, because that's not even in Aquarius's DNA to want shit to move fast. Like I say all the time, we're crock pots. We like shit to move slow. So we can figure you the fuck out entirely, right? Before we make any moves, we need to know what we're dealing with. But for some reason with this Libran energy, right? This might not necessarily be a Libra sun sign. This could just be something within their natal chart, right? The Libran energy is the energy that they're leading you towards the most. This is the connection that is going to lead to a higher level of commitment. It does feel like a spiritual connection. It is the scales tipping in your favor, right? It is that wheel turning in your favor, but your destiny is still in your hands, right? It's free will. You're the one who's going to have to make the decision. The ball is literally going to be in your court. Nobody, not me, spirit, or the divine, is going to force you to choose correctly. It's going to have to be something that you innately and intuitively feel, your decision. The right decision will come through healing. So trying to move on too fast from past hurts, pain, allow yourself to have a time of aloneness, right? To enjoy yourself, to start loving on yourself again. To start seeing the beauty in your value and who you are and what it is that you possess and what it is that you bring to the table and what did you learn and what will you do differently moving forward. All that shit needs to be answered before you decide you're going to bring somebody else into the equation. Okay? Nine of Pentacles is happily single. So I feel like once you're in this state of mind, that's when it's safe to take a leap of faith. Okay? Now, when you dive off this cliff, there are going to be two separate options. It's going to be up to you to show the divine that you've learned, right? That you learn what you deserve. Are you accepting pennies? Or would you like some gold, bitch? Okay? Wow. I really, really love this energy, especially the energy in the center. It is speaking to me heavily. The Fool card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Pentacles. If you don't already feel in this energy of really enjoying alone time, you will. That's how you know you're right on the brink of things really turning around for you, okay? There's this energy of really enjoying yourself, enjoying your time alone, really liking who you are, liking who you're becoming. I love that for you, right? Aside from the romantic shit that we're talking about, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. I like it. I like that. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles, right? This goes along with this Libran energy. Slow, right? Slow. Even though it's a knight, this is someone who is very structured. This is someone who has a plan. They do. They have a plan for you. But they're going to show up more on the surface level, right? It's going to start off as just some sweet texts. They're not going to lay it on extra thick, right? They may want to go to dinner, something of that sort. This is somebody who may wait a long time before they allow you to kiss them or before they kiss you. This is somebody who really wants things to cultivate into a frenzy before you actually dive in, if that makes sense, right? They love the anticipation. They love the building of the tension. It's something that is very attractive to them. And I feel like you'll feed into this. I feel like you will quite like that, all right? We have the Star. This is actually somebody who has wish fulfillment. It's right in front of your face. It's right in your grasp. It's going to be very different than what you're used to, however. Because I feel like once we give people a chance, we, meaning Aquarians, we often finally give people an opportunity to be with us, right? We're very loyal. But there's something about when you finally have given people an opportunity in your past, thinking that you had possibly stumbled upon your wish fulfillment, for some reason there's some form of rejection that always occurs. Whether it's on your end or their end, right? Because even when you are forced, right? For some of you, your hand was forced to end some shit. And that is fucking painful. Even though you're the one breaking up with the person, that still hurts. The fuck? And on the other end, it hurts as well. If you're the one getting broken up with, right? Or if you're the one who feels rejected on any level. So this is the divine actively wanting to step in and change this pattern, but they're doing it with a different personality type. This is a different type of person. You will be very surprised at how attracted you become to this individual if you give it a chance, right? Don't throw away the baby with the bathwater is the phrase that I'm hearing, right? So don't throw away an opportunity to really have a beautiful connection for the sake of not wanting to be patient and seeing this person's full hand. I feel like that's really what it is. For those of you who struggle with control issues, You're going to want to control how fast this person shows you their interest and what ways they show you. That's actually one of your standards. And the divine is like, yeah, no, that can't be one of your standards. This person is a slow moving energy, but they will never cross you. So your intuition is what's going to have to be top notch, on par, because this person is not going to show you their entire hand. They very much so want to protect themselves as well, you guys. This is somebody who possibly have gone through a healing cycle also, such as yourself. So just like you're not trying to show your whole hand, they're not trying to do that shit either, but I feel like you're trying to control how fast this person expresses themselves, how fast they show you who they are, and they more want to move slower. This is somebody who wants to move slow. They want to build, they want to grow, they want to earn your trust and have you earn their trust. And that takes time. Whereas you have this other person coming in, showing their whole hand, right? But you don't even know that they got some cards behind their back because they're a liar, right? They're a liar, they're a cheater, a deceiver, a heartbreaker, okay? Don't play with it. Let's see here. We have admiration. Yep. As well as inner child and holding on. Okay. Right under holding on, it makes total sense. We have temptation. I can't keep pulling cards now, Spirit. Leaving the past. Come on now. You can't make this shit up, you guys. Learning. Okay. How many times do you want to learn this lesson? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't talking shit. I'm just saying. And lastly, we have fears, right? Facing your fears. For some of you, you're needing to work more on your self-love, cultivating that for yourself to then realize what you have been receiving is wildly less than what you deserve. Okay. Let's go on over to the extended. I'm definitely going to dig into all of the cards that I just pulled because they are like double confirmation for me. I don't know about for you, but they're really speaking to me. Okay. I want to see in the extended, how does Spirit suggest you show up in your connections moving forward to ensure success, right? From this point on, no more heartbreak, no more hitting rock bottom, no more lessons to learn. How do you show up? Let's also take a look at what was the actual lesson that you were needing to learn in order to move on to the next cycle successfully. That's going to be for those of you who don't feel like you fully healed just yet, and to ensure success moving forward as well, okay? And then we're going to get into what will these individuals find most attractive about you. I'm going to look at both of them, as well as what will you find most attractive about them. And then let's see what are their purest intentions. That's going to be very, very important as you're moving forward and ready to make your decision. Do they switch up once they have you, right? Especially that very fiery energy that came out. I get the feeling that this is somebody who comes on very strong initially in order to capture people quickly, and then they switch it up. Okay, but I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna double check that. Okay, let's look to see why these people are single. The truth, according to the divine, because they could tell you whatever they want, right? I want the truth. And then I want to know if there are any warnings that you need to be aware of from the divine as you're moving forward with each of these individuals, and what's the potential for union with each of them. Okay, what is the potential for things to go all the way, if at all? And then I would like the specific sign or synchronicity that you should look out for from the divine and from Spirit that will signify that you have met your divine counterpart. I'm going to spy a little bit for us, and then we will get focus advice on how you can speed up momentum towards your desired manifestations in the least amount of time, whatever those might be. Let's get Spirit's advice on how you can bring those to pass quicker. Okay, but first, click that like button, please, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended down below in the description box. I'll try to link it in the comments as well. And I'm going to see y'all over there. Let's go cut up.